In this video, we'll discuss how Uncle Dana better brace himself for a shock, because Jon Jones has no plans to fight beyond his bout with Stipe Miocic.
It was f***ing ridiculous, embarrassing, stupid, know nothing about fighting.
The UFC heavyweight champ is likely to defend his title against Miocic at UFC 309 in November, though it hasn't officially been confirmed yet. Jones has been chasing this fight since his heavyweight debut in March 2023, although many think the champ should fight interim champ Tom Aspinall.
I would be shocked if he didn't want to test himself against Aspinall.
Will the Brit get his opportunity? It seems unlikely, judging by Jones's recent social media activity. The New York native recently had an interaction with a fan on Instagram who made a comment about his 2021 domestic violence incident involving his fiancée, Jessie Moses. Instead of firing back, Bones took the high road and suddenly hinted that he might retire later this year. Fun fact: after this year, Jon Jones will never have to work again, retired at age 37. Winning.
We're talking about the baddest dude to ever walk the face of the earth in combat sports.
Unlike Dana White, interim UFC heavyweight champion Tom Aspinall will be shocked if he actually gets to fight Jon Jones. He thinks the GOAT will ride into the sunset after fighting Miocic.
I'd be surprised if we got to fight. If the shoe was on the other foot, I wouldn't fight me either.
Dana White recently said that he'd not know what to do if both Jones and Miocic retire after their proposed fight in November.
If both retire? Oh, that'll suck. That'll suck. I don't know what we'll do if that happens.
Tom Aspinall has a great idea for the UFC in case both Jones and Miocic retire and potentially leave the heavyweight division in limbo. Amid the uncertainty surrounding the futures of both Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic, there's a strong possibility that Tom Aspinall and Alex Pereira could face off for the undisputed UFC heavyweight title in 2025. Dana has confirmed that Miocic, who is widely regarded as the heavyweight GOAT, will retire after his fight with Jones later this year. With both legends potentially stepping away, the UFC is likely already considering alternative matchups for the heavyweight title, and Aspinall vs. Pereira seems to be the leading option. In a newly released video on his YouTube channel, Aspinall directed a message to the Brazilian.
The guy's a superstar in the sport, so do whatever you want, but if we meet, for sure, I think we're both on the same page. It's going to be for an undisputed heavyweight title, so maybe see you next year at some point.
Now, here's a new twist in the story. Alex Pereira recently defended his light heavyweight title against ERUPTS at UFC 303 and was expected to face longtime contender Magomed Ankalaev next. However, Ankalaev has just been booked to fight Alexander Rakic, which suggests the UFC might be cooking up something exciting for the fans. Does the recipe include some Aspinall in it? Nevertheless, the Ankalaev vs. Rakic booking was highly contested on social media. One user said, LMAO, they do not want him to fight Alex Pereira. Another one said, the UFC hates Magomed, LMAO. He should be fighting Alex Pereira for the LHW championship belt. Moving up, let's talk about Conor McGregor and Canelo Alvarez beef.
What did you think of Conor calling you out, Conor McGregor?
The two combat sports megastars recently had a go at each other, with McGregor firing the first shot by saying that the boxing legend isn't a pay-per-view star. Here is what McGregor wrote on social media. Canelo is a cornflake. He has about 300k buys in him. He does not generate nothing near what he seeks to be paid. UFC Noche is going to run them from the strip. Check Turkey was right. Moving on. Canelo doesn't sell. Alvarez fired back at McGregor too. But before we hear what he had to say about the Irishman, let's understand why Conor mentioned Turki Al-Sheikh, Saudi Arabia's royal court advisor turned boxing promoter. Turki was fully committed to arranging a super fight between Canelo Alvarez and Terence Crawford. but he gave up on the idea after Alvarez expressed his dislike for how the Saudis conduct business. After demanding a $200 million payday, the Saudi promoter fired back at Alvarez by saying that he's only chasing easy fights. I heard what Canelo said, that he respects me, but doesn't like the way we do business. As for him respecting me, it doesn't matter to me if he does or not. As for the way I do business, I know why he doesn't like it, because I only target big fights at fair prices. So, of course, anyone who likes easy fights won't like that. And I know how he feels after losing to Bivol. So he's been looking for easier fights ever since. Also, I'm not the one who's afraid of fighting Benavidez or Crawford. Therefore, I knew he was wasting our time and making excuses with big amounts of money that can't be paid. So I'm continuing my way to make big fights that serve the boxing world, and he's on his way to making easy show-only fights. McGregor was responding to Turkey's tweet that you just saw. When Canelo was asked about McGregor's tweet in a recent interview, here's what he had to say.
Canelo, estaba hablando mucha mierda a Conor McGregor diciendo que tú no puedes vender y que si es un error la que tú estás haciendo la venta en septiembre. ¿Qué piensas de eso y qué mensaje le quiere decir?
Que le está ayudando a ganar güey para vender la bio, sí, por eso es lo que está diciendo. Pero él sabe que es mi hijo.
McGregor was set to make his UFC comeback against Michael Chandler at UFC 303, but he had to pull out due to an injury. Chandler has been waiting for nearly 2 years for this fight, but it looks like he's finally had enough waiting. Here's what the former Bellator champ said in a tweet. I think it's time I finally admit the fight is off. McGregor is still in stage 2 of the 7 of grief pertaining to his career being over. Figured he'd be closer to 5 by now. Godspeed. McGregor fired back by calling out BMF champion Max Holloway. LOL. Okay, lil bro. Swapped out handy. Max Holloway, when you at December? The real BMF. You know. Is Conor McGregor just playing around with Chandler? Or is he seriously considering dumping him after 2 years of flirting? Who would win a potential fight against Alex Pereira and Tom Aspinall? And will John Jones be considered the greatest heavyweight of all time without unifying his belt against Aspinall? Let us know your thoughts on today's stories in the comment section below. To stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of MMA and boxing, please subscribe to our channel and turn on those notifications. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.